Alright, time to play one of my rarely taken units, which is the Great Potu. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation or not. I feel like I'm saying that a lot recently. But this is a pet that was in one of the mini packs. I think it's mini pack 1. And its ability is pretty strange compared to pretty much everything else in the game. It works by gaining health when any pet gets hurt, so on my side or their side, as long as no one has attacked yet. So very unusual ability and trigger condition, but we can make use of it with one of the new perks from the Danger Pack, which is the Unagi, which I have frozen in the shop there. So we put Unagi immediately onto the Potu, and you'll see it work in the next battle as I double sell to take a Fruit Fly. Probably not optimal, but I'm trying to get this team together as quickly as possible. Also a bit of amusing stuff with the mini pack here as well, where we can use Umbrella Bird to give Dazed to the Babirusa to prevent it giving stats to our opponent. I enjoyed doing that quite a bit. Although because this pack was specifically designed to only be mini pack plus Danger Pack, there's no frog, so I can't swap the stats on the Babirusa onto something else. But here we get this pretty funny round where we end up sniping the Hedgehog, and the Potu is going to be the only survivor. So trying to flesh this team out using both Danger and the mini pack is kind of difficult. In the end, I decided to try and get as many Unagi onto the team as possible. And then we're going to also go with Brahma Chicken, which is another one of these units that I'm not sure if I've taken it in a video before. But I definitely have taken it in the past, just it's never really produced anything usable. Its ability is to give permanent stats in battle on feint to pets on your team that have already dealt damage. So by giving these units Unagi, we give them all a chance to deal damage at start of battle, even if they don't have any sniping abilities. Now Potu has 5 triggers. So taking the Fruit Fly also means that we get to activate the maximum number of times. I don't want to put Unagi on the Brahma Chicken at the front, partly because it's not going to scale itself, but also we would ultimately hope to get Mushroom, or maybe one of the other perks to try and give us a better chance of winning with this. So I played a lot of games of this, and finally I get a level up into Brahma Chicken on turn 7. I was finding it very, very difficult. There were a bunch of files on the computer that were labelled, "Where is my Brahma Chicken?" because I was getting to like turn 14 and never seeing any. But you can see in this sort of early mid-game, the Potu's ability actually allows it to gain a lot of health, especially at level 2. And so we have a decent chance of beating a fair range of teams. It's just going to be once we start approaching the late game that things are going to get a bit harder. So I get Ambrosia here, I just put it on the Giant Tortoise, I think. Although ultimately I want to have a different unit in there with Unagi. And actually here you can see the opposing team using the bat, the monkey-faced bat from the new pack, which is kind of similar in the sense that it buffs units behind when they get hurt. So I suppose you could maybe make a team based on both Potu and that bat. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. But ultimately I want to transform the tortoise, so we do that now and I get the tardigrade. So tardigrade is not going to synergize particularly well with this team, but it's a decent enough unit. It's definitely better than the tortoise because we don't want to keep losing any of our attack gains from the chicken. Definitely going to lose here to one of the strongest pets from Danger Pack, which is the Tier 1 Malay Tapir. So we get our second Brahma Chicken, and yeah, we'll give the Potu some attack because it's gaining so much health. We want it to do a bit more damage, and I think here I should keep the Unagi. I'm not sure why I buy it onto the Brahma Chicken there. And if I did want to put it on the Brahma Chicken, I should have put it on the other one that already has 4 stats. So we did end up missing out on a little bit of buffs there. But thankfully this team hadn't fed the Blue Jay at all, so it's a victory. Now I mentioned earlier that I would ideally like mushroom on the Brahma chicken, but of course that's not going to be possible because this is Danger Pack crossed with the Mini Pack, so there isn't actually any way to get mushroom. Even if you buy Antarctic krill, you'll never find mushroom, it's just not possible. Antarctic krill, although it does say, I think it says any useful perk, there are certain perks that are excluded. So we definitely lose here, and I'm just going to edit it out, but I immediately went and watched that team to see how they got the 50-50 line so quickly, and it was just a double level 2 cow. So we're looking for something else to fill out the team that could give us a better chance. I'm not sure I'm finding anything that I want. And I guess also running the double Brahma chicken allows us to get double the amount of buffs while we wait for level 2. Here's someone else playing, looks like basically all Danger Pack pets. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, definitely. So probably level up the chicken now, just combine them together. And there we go, we find the green sea turtle. So the scaling alone from the Brahma chicken is never going to be good enough to win in customs. Especially since we have no mushroom, so we need some kind of option to protect ourselves and maximize these stats. So green sea turtle is a great option. Of course it is kind of fragile to begin with only 6 health, but I do want to play it at the back to maximize the chances of it going off. We actually face level 3 Gerenuk here, which means that we lose all the Unagi, I guess, but I think they'd already triggered, so it didn't really matter. And then the sea turtle just does so much heavy lifting. Such a strong ability when it actually goes off. So that puts us on 9. We have 2 hearts, so we have 2 chances. Still not particularly optimistic given the team composition here. And we might as well try and get the level 3 Potu while we're at it. I assume I don't have the achievement. And then this is kind of an unusual team, although they do have double scaler and turtle. Pretty unusual to see the strawberry unit that gives coconut, and yeah, I think we're going to end up losing. Yeah, melon on the back unit is going to be our undoing, so once more we're down to 1 heart. We get the level 3 Potu, although I'm not sure it actually helps us because I think we're maxed out on health gain anyway. And of course the Unagis aren't guaranteed to hit units that have protective equipment, but then we get matched with this summon team and it's level 2 Spino. Did we remove a mushroom there? I feel like we might have removed some important equipment. We definitely knocked out the Phoenix, so hopefully the melon here is going to be good enough. They get Walrus from the Eagle, but the Peanut goes to the back unit. I actually think that's possibly a tie or a loss if the Peanut goes to the front unit, and we get the Potu achievement just to round things off.